New at 5, a 12 inspires from Winston-Salem State University.
A student there says she is forever bonded to an athletic trainer who quite literally saved her life.
WXI 12's Kelly Kendall met them both on campus to hear the powerful story.
As she prepares to graduate, Winston-Salem State senior Nia James is reflecting on her time on campus. She says she wouldn't even be here without the kindness of a fellow Ram.
It changed my outlook on life.
It started in the fall of 2022 when Winston-Salem State University volleyball player Nia James was playing a game in Raleigh.
I went up to hit the ball and I landed, and I just know I could not get back up. I was just in excruciating pain.
She was taken to the hospital, and that's how she met WSSU head athletic trainer John Lavender.
She tore some ligaments in her knee.
John helped Nia schedule surgery and begin walking again, but one night soon after, something else started happening.
I was having a lot of chest pain. I woke up and I called my mom, and she was like, okay, have you called John? And I was like, no. She's like, okay, do that and then let me know what he says. So I called John, and I remember him saying something along the lines of like, don't move, just stay where you're at.
I was concerned that she had a possible blood clot from her surgery. So we called 911 and went to the hospital.
Nia saw a doctor, but
I remembered like her specifically saying that, you know, your vitals look great, you're healthy, you shouldn't have anything to worry about, and that, you know, it's probably just like some anxiety and stress.
When I know that something is wrong, I know my kids. I was just very persistent on giving my opinion about what I thought needed to be done.
John stayed with Nia for hours and pushed for a CT scan, which they did.
We found blood clots in all 5 lobes of your lungs. And I just remember in that moment thinking like, you know, if I never would have called John, or if I never would have come to the hospital, or if he didn't, you know, urge them to get a CT scan, I probably would not be here. Just like knowing that things could have shifted, so I'm beyond grateful to have had John there.
There are times when you're having to step up and do the right thing for the right reason, and this is just one of those instances.
Nia doesn't play volleyball anymore, but she and John have remained close. She is graduating from WSSU next week, and one of her biggest supporters will be there cheering her on.
They're not my mom, they're not my dad, but they're a part of the Ramley, and that really set in stone for me that WSSU is a family, and I will forever be indebted to them.
She's not quite sure what her next steps are, but she says wherever she goes, she'll always remember what John and the Ramley have done for her. In Winston-Salem, I'm Kelly Kendall for WXII 12 News.